Hey folks, how you guys doing? Well, today is going to be a busy day. Even though the day is half done, we still got plenty to do. Going to take the trailer that I'm pulling right now and drop it by the customer. Take the truck to the yard and go home. Going to take a look at the bottom side of a Mazda with a 2.3 engine in it. I understand this engine is shared with Ford, and Ford calls it a Duratec engine. But sorry about that gear grind. So, and the deal about it is the thing started knocking real bad. I mean, loudness, very, very loud knocking. And not knowing anything about the engine, I pulled the oil pan off to see if the rod bearings had failed or not. And I discovered this device that's bolted onto the bottom of the engine with a gear that, well, it engages into a gear that's attached to a flywheel, I mean the crankshaft, and it's a counterbalance to make the engine seem to run smoother. Makes it operate smoother because it smooths out the pulses or something or the other. But it's my understanding that this counterbalance gearbox can be eliminated, and when we get home we'll take a couple rod caps off and see if the bearings are okay. If they are, then we'll proceed to finish the process of removing this balance shaft assembly. So here we go. So here it is, this device. That is the other half, and here are the gears. Now I can find my bearings here. You see it kind of beat up, scratched up, and there's another one that's really in bad shape. I don't see anybody around. Is it stuck here? Yeah, here it is. It's really in bad shape. And that would allow this gear to move up and down and make a heck of a knocking noise. But what I did is I got this little lottery ticket here, and you place it on there. Like so. And you hold it and tap around the edges. Tap around the edges of the paper so you get something that looks like this. And then you transfer it to some metal. I wish I had some thicker metal. I'd feel more secure about it. And I'm going to slide it here so I don't waste my metal. Now, go in here in my storage building. Where is that stuff at? Here it is. God. Well, maybe I'll just draw it on there. See if I can find a pencil. Here's a pencil. Paper wrapped around it. So I'll just draw around it. Not very dark. I guess it needs to be. And I got the outline of it there. And I'll get my grinder and cut it out. And then drill some holes. Yeah. And we'll go. Let me get my grinder. Well, so I rotate the engine. Actually, I sized up this piece. This piece that will go up in a hole up inside this engine here. Right up in there. Alright. Right there. We block off that oil passage and install it. But while I was in here, I bumped up against this rod, and that is not good. And neither is that one. So we're probably going to have to put some rod bearings in it. And while I'm looking at rod bearings, I may as well look at main bearings too. And it looks like you got to take this case off here. This girdle or whatever. So we'll do that too. The crank should stay in here. Hopefully it'll come out. This separates easily. But yeah, it's gonna need at least rod bearings. Pretty bad. I can't touch the ones up here. Oh yeah, I can. And they may be bad too. But these certainly are. That's a rod knocker right there. If I ever heard one. Alright. So we can get the tool and find that. Well, I got the rod bearings out, and I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but I see all kinds of colors in it. And when you get up here to the crankshaft, between this area and this area, there is probably an 1/8 of an inch drop there. This crankshaft is eat up. At the very minimum, this engine needs a crankshaft. Yeah. Or get the crankshaft turned, but boy, it is eat up. Eat up. That one's just as bad too. And well, I hate to condemn engines, but short of taking this one apart and putting a crankshaft in it, that's what's going on. It's condemned. Yeah, pretty bad off. Pretty bad off. Anyway, this is the gear that interfaces with that gear to turn this counterbalance weights. Nice, huh? Alright, you folks have a great day. Well, if we go to fix this thing, I'll update it. But it needs a crank kit for sure.